Okay, we're just going to run through some of the odds on the Betfair and Smarket betting exchanges. Quite often you might be considering what's the best between Betfair versus Smarkets, and to be honest with you, they're very similar. Slightly different commission rates depending on your winning profits and the level that you're on at each betting exchange. A lot of the markets are very similar regarding football. I'm looking at Dortmund against Schalke in the German Bundesliga here, a match that's hopefully going to go ahead soon. And if you see on Betfair, just logged in, had a look at the market. Now, I've got a £20 free bet to use, let's assume, at one of the bookmakers, and I just want to see who's got the best odds to back it and the best odds to lay it. Now, obviously, we have to use the bookmaker that we've got the £20 free bet, but I'm just going to show you how to do that in a minute. Let's have a look at the options for the draw. With a free bet, we ideally want to maximise our profits by trying to get odds maybe between 4 and 7 or 4 and 8. So we don't want to put in odds on favourites. We'll retain most of our stake if we put on higher odds and find close matches between the bookmakers. So at the moment with Betfair, if I was wanting to lay the draw back against the draw, the odds are 4.5, and we can see we've got £676 in the market. And if I go into Smarkets and I wanted to lay the draw, you can see the odds are the same, 4.5. At this point, Smarkets have actually got a lot more money in the market, 2,185. This will all change as we get closer to kick-off. There'll be thousands or even hundreds of thousands of pounds coming into the market, so the odds will change. They'll go up and down all the time, depending on how much money is going into the market. So as you can see, odds are the same at both of the betting exchanges. Smarkets odds normally will be about 2% commission. Betfair can be anything between 2% and 8% because they've got different levels that give you different benefits. But let's just assume for the moment that you're on the same for both of them at 2%. If you sign up for certain sites like Odds Monkey or Profit Maximizer, they do often have special incentives where they'll get 0% commission on some of the betting exchanges if you integrate the bets through there. Check the links below the video, you'll see some links to some of these sites, and I would recommend signing up for them because you can save a lot of money in commission if you're doing this on a regular basis. But basically, if we're going to lay the draw, the odds are 4.5 to lay the draw at Smarkets and they're 4.5 at Betfair. The commission, let's assume, is 2%, so it's going to be much the same for both of them. I've just logged into a site called Odds Monkey just to check the best odds on the market at the bookmakers. Now let's just assume I've got a £20 free bet for Marathon Bet. At the moment, they've got one of the best odds in the market for the draw. As we can see, it filters up. I've just filtered it on football. But Marathon Bet, odds are 4.55 and Smarkets are 4.5. So all I do is punch these numbers into the match betting calculator and it will tell me exactly how much I'm going to make on this bet if I've got a £20 free bet. There's quite a few match betting calculators that you can use. We'll just use the one quickly at Odds Monkey. We put in the back stake, which is £20. The back odds are 4.55. The lay odds are 4.5. Okay, sorry, we'll just change the odds actually. Just bear with me a wee second. Yeah, sorry. The back odds are 4.55, as I said, and the lay odds are 4.5. The lay commission we have to put in here is 2% at Smarkets, and it can be 2% at Betfair. We'll just assume at the moment it's 2% for both. So if you place this odd and you've got a £20 free bet, you make sure that you selected the free bet stake not returned option on the Odds Monkey calculator. And it's telling me at odds of 4.5, we need to lay £15.85 on the betting exchange, so Smarkets or Betfair. The liability will be £55.48, so we need to make sure we've got at least this amount in the account to cover the bet. It won't make any difference what side of the bet wins here, but we have to make sure we've got enough money in the exchange to cover the bet. I'll just show you what I mean. So go into Smarkets, and let's assume I'm going to back that at 4.5, so it's £15.58, and the liability up there you can see is £54.54. So that's at 4.5. Slightly different from the calculator, but we'll go over that in some other videos, but it's just to give you an idea really how it works. So the liability, as I said, is always, you always have to make sure you've got enough in your account. So if I go to the top right hand corner of Smarkets, you can see obviously we've got enough in the balance to cover this bet. Okay, so we'll just go back to Odds Monkey match betting tool and the calculator. So the lay commission is 2%. You would simply change that. If you're on a different level at Betfair and you have to place it on Betfair, you may want to change it to 5. So you'll see your overall profit will go down to £15.14. So let's assume it's 2%. The tool's telling us that the overall profit will be £15.52. So it doesn't make any difference if this game ends in a draw or it doesn't end in a draw. We're either going to win at the bookmakers or we're going to win at the betting exchange. We've got a free £20 bet to place. We're going to back it at the bookmakers and we're going to lay the bet back against it basically at the betting exchange. The odds will vary on Betfair, Smarkets, BetDAC. They'll be pretty similar, but sometimes when you're placing a lot of bets, you can save a lot of money just by having a quick scan and checking that the betting exchange have got the best odds possible. And also, if you're on 0% commission, which you can be through Odds Monkey, if you're a member of Odds Monkey or Profit Maximizer, you win 0%. So again, your profits will go slightly up, as you can see. So it might only be 20-30 pence on some of these bets, but if you're doing hundreds of them on a monthly basis, it can definitely save you money and increase your profits overall. So I hope that's gave you a rough idea of the difference between the two exchanges. As you can see, the odds will vary. So you've got 4.5 in the draw at Smarkets. If I wanted to bet on Schalke if I wanted to lay a bet against them winning, odds are 6.2 at Smarkets, and they're also 6.2 at Betfair. And if I wanted to lay against Dortmund winning, so if I didn't believe Dortmund were going to win this game, I wanted to back against them, the odds are very low. They're 1.64 at Betfair, and on Smarkets they're 1.64. So you can see for the lay odds on this at the moment, they're almost identical. When I checked this about 10 minutes ago, the odds were 4.4 in the draw for Smarkets. So if you were really quick, you had a guaranteed profit, even placing a normal bet. It's what we call really an arb bet, arbitrage. Don't recommend doing too many of those because it can highlight your accounts when you've got odds that are less than the bookmakers. But the money in the market will come in and out pretty quickly. So at the moment it's 4.5, the same as Betfair. Just to summarise, if you're going to place a £20 free bet and you get the odds at Marathon Bet, odds are 4.55, lay odds are 4.5. Let's assume you're in 0% commission because you're a member of Odds Monkey and you place the bet through there, then your overall profit will be £15.77. So again, it's guaranteed risk-free money, provided that you back the bet with your free bet and you lay the bet at the betting exchange. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you don't mind, if you could hit the like button or subscribe to my channel and check the links below the video, you'll see there's some more tips that will make you guaranteed profits using match betting. Good luck.